Hello, everyone. This is your instructor, Adrienne King, for Digital Media 101, the online section. I'm going to do a brief video of just an overview of the course, give you some information about some software that you need to purchase if you haven't purchased it yet. And then, like I said, just a quick overview of the course and go over the syllabus a little bit. This is just, again, a quick overview of the course so far. Okay, again, so this is for Digital Media 101, the online section. The course runs from August 14th to December 2nd. Here on the screen, you can see my email address. That's the best way to contact me right here. I usually respond within 24 hours. If it's more urgent, I'll respond quicker. But usually within 24 hours, I do respond. So I did mention that there is some software that needs to be purchased. It's the Adobe Creative Cloud software. This will need to be purchased by the end of the first week of the semester. We also have a lab on campus where you can use the software if you can't purchase it right away or don't want to purchase it. However, the software is required for the assignments to be completed. So either purchasing the software or going on campus to the digital media lab is the only way you're going to be successful in this course. So I have the link here to purchase the software. It's through College Buys. You can see right there, it says a 6-month subscription is $39.99 and a 12-month subscription is $79.98. The 6-month will cover this course if you're taking this as an elective. However, if you are taking this course as part of the digital media degree, it probably would be best for you to purchase the 12-month subscription, which in itself, both prices are a good deal, because typically if you buy the software through Adobe, it's $29 a month for all the software. And here you're getting a 6-month subscription for $40 or $80. So in my opinion, that's a good deal. But again, it is required for the course to complete the assignments that we're going to be having, or we're going to have to do. So it's important, very important that you do buy the software, or like I said, go on campus and use the digital media lab on campus. When you do sign up for the software, you're going to use your AVC email address because they need to verify that you are a student at Antelope Valley College, and they'll use that to verify that information. And then once you have purchased the software, you're going to go to the Adobe site and create an account using your AVC email address. And when you sign into the account, you're going to have 2 options. It's going to say select personal account or school account. For this one, you're going to select a personal account because that's how you signed up or you purchased the software through a separate company, not through the college. Okay. Logging into Canvas on the first day of the course, I already have published the course, just the syllabus and the welcome letter, so that you can go ahead and log in and get a little bit more familiar with the course. You're going to use your AVC, same name and password that you use to access AVC ID or the main login, and that's what you use to, when you registered online, that's the same information that you're going to use to log into Canvas. If you have any issues with Canvas, call the Canvas support line for technical issues such as not being able to connect, problems uploading files, etc. I can help you a little bit with some of it. If you have any issues, some of the back-end issues that you may encounter are whether or not I activated the assignment or allowed you to upload the assignment. So little things like that I can help you with, but any other technical issues with Canvas, that would have to be directed to this Canvas support. And then there's a website there for Canvas technical support page. So any other questions that you might have that maybe the support number can't answer, or you want to look there first, you can look there. Tech ready checklist. You'll need regular access to a reliable computer with stable high-speed internet. And a Canvas smartphone app is available to download. However, that app is only going to be good for you to check and see if when their due dates, or if I send out any announcements or anything. You cannot complete your assignments on the smartphone. Okay, so you need to have a laptop or a desktop computer to be able to complete the assignments. The college does have computers available for loan. However, they are Chromebooks and they do not work with our software. So if you have checked out one of the Chromebooks from campus, our software, the Adobe software, will not work on them. So you'll have to find access to another computer. And like I said, the campus, we do have a digital media lab, where you can access the software if you need to. Okay, course description. This course is designed to provide students with an introductory overview of the media arts field, including print, illustration, typography, digital photography, video, audio, interactive media, which includes web design, animation, and game design. In this class, we're going to focus on Photoshop, Illustrator, and InDesign. Photoshop is the photo manipulation software where you can fix photos, colorize photos, create composite images. Illustrator is where we're going to be drawing stuff. We're going to learn how to use the pen tool and create different objects in there, but it's basically a drawing tool. And then InDesign is the page layout program. That's where you can create business cards, flyers, magazines, catalogs, and stuff like that. I do not require any textbooks for this course. This is a zero-cost textbook course. Everything that I have for you as far as textbook material will be available here on Canvas. You won't have to purchase anything. But I do recommend some books there. You can see the visual quick start guides. You can find them on Amazon. You can find them on Barnes and Noble, any of the used book sites, you can find them. Any of the older ones, you are just as good as the newer ones. It still covers the same basic techniques and stuff that we're going to be learning in this class. But again, the books aren't required. They are just recommended for you if you want some additional information other than what I'm presenting in the course. Okay. So again, no required textbooks for this course. The only requirement is the software, to be able to have the software. If you want to purchase it, or you'll have to go on campus to use the lab. Okay, course information. This course is divided into 3 learning units. Each learning unit is approximately four weeks in length. Each unit, students can expect to complete the following: several assignments using Illustrator, Photoshop, and InDesign. And then you will complete a discussion board. The discussion board may be questions about the application. It may be where you're going to post the assignment that you completed for you to comment on everybody else's assignment, how you did it, any problems that you may have run into while you were working on it. And again, it's just the discussion board can vary from week to week. And again, right below that, it will say you'll post your assignments. to get feedback from your fellow students. I will participate in the discussion as well. I may ask questions or, jump in if anybody has any questions, but there will be a prompt for you to answer depending on the assignment that you are working on. And they will be graded discussion boards. They'll be worth 5 or 10 points depending on the discussion board. And then grading, I will post grades for the assignments 2 weeks after the due dates. If you have not received a grade from me by that time, please email me and I will get back to you within 24 hours. I don't close the assignments only because if you worked on it and you were having difficulties and you want to go back later on and redo the assignment either for a better grade or just your own just trying to make it better or try to do a better job at it, you can go back and resubmit the assignment. But once that 2 weeks has passed with the assignment, I'm going to grade it. If there is nothing has been submitted, you'll receive a 0 for that particular assignment. And then that just lets you know that assignment is missing. Get it in as soon as possible after that 2-week period. But again, the assignment itself won't close. You'll have access to it the entire semester. And I'll mention this each time I do a lecture video about how long you have to work on the assignment, if it's due the next week or 2 weeks, just depending on, exactly what we're doing. And then announcements, I will post weekly announcements with due date reminders. And if I had updated anything within any of the assignments. Okay, so this is the home page that you'll see when you log into Canvas. Up here at the top, you do have some announcements, and it's talking about the software and a welcome letter. The other thing that I wanted to show you was the syllabus. Okay, so again, some of the same information is here on the syllabus. Again, my email address, how to purchase the software. Once you've purchased it, what you need to do. These are the school holidays. Technically, because we're an online class, they don't affect our class. The only two that kind of affect this class are the Friday, the Veterans Day, and then the Thanksgiving holiday that Friday. You'll have assignments to work on, but they won't be due that day. They'll be due the following week. Okay. Again, just a brief course description. Participation and attendance. Attendance and class participation is mandatory. Participation includes class discussion and assignments. All assignments, handouts, and requiring reading will be posted here in Canvas. And I can see when you've logged into Canvas and how much time you've spent in Canvas. So that's part of your participation. But participation also includes you watching the lecture video, interacting with your fellow students in the discussion boards. I may require you to post at least 3 times in each discussion board. So that's part of your participation. And attendance, again, is logging into Canvas to, check and see if there's an update or whatever it may be. This course will be taught entirely online. I will post videos for you to review, as well as step-by-step tutorials for you to follow. Each assignment will be available for 2 weeks. And this is another important thing. If you choose to stop attending the course, it is your responsibility to drop the course. Otherwise, you may receive an F in the course at the end of the semester. Again, I can check to see how many times you are logging into the class, how much time you've spent in the class. And again, if you're not turning in your assignments on a timely basis, I'm going to assume at that point that you're no longer attending the course. And so it is at your responsibility to drop the course. If I have no contact from you throughout the semester, that, you know, there's issues, whatever there may be, I'm just going to think that you have no longer attending the class and you are in the process of dropping or whatever it may be. But just remember, you may receive an F if I have no contact from you whatsoever from throughout the semester. There's the grading breakdown, assignments and a final project. Each assignment is worth different points. Each assignment page will have the instructions, due dates, and total points possible. You will also complete a final project, which will be worth 100 points and consist of several choices. No late assignments will be accepted. So again, you usually have 2 weeks to turn in your assignments. At the end of that 2 weeks, I will put a 0 in the grade book if you have not turned anything in. So that just gives you a heads up. Hey, I haven't turned this in. I need to get it turned in so I can change, the grade can be changed. Okay. Quizzes and final exam. You'll have 3 practical quizzes, which means you will be doing everything on the computer. I'll give you something to work on in Photoshop, Illustrator, and InDesign, and then you'll turn it in. So it'll be like one of the regular assignments, but it's just like more of a comprehensive assignment for that particular unit. And then the final exam, again, is comprehensive over all 3 of the programs and all the different concepts that we've learned in the class or with those assignments. Again, recommended books and websites. This is zero cost textbook course, so there's no required textbooks, nothing you have to purchase except for the software. And then there's the recommended books again. And I have a list of other books that I'll be adding to that you can check out if you're interested. This is the reasonable accommodation statement, safe learning environment statement, people who to contact if you have any issues with different things. And then again, the reasonable accommodation statement. The SLOs, which are student learning outcomes. And then here's the schedule. It is subject to change. I may add things, I may take things away, just depending on where everybody is each week. I will show videos or give you links to videos for you to watch each week that go over the concepts that I'm trying to present to you in that week. And then you'll have an assignment and the discussion board to work on as well. Okay, so again, you can see it's broken down in each unit. So Illustrator, Photoshop, InDesign, and then the final project, and then when everything is due. Okay, so again, that's the syllabus. Again, the best way to contact me is through my email. I do not check my voicemail on the campus anymore. I don't even know what my password is to get into it. So please don't leave me a message there. Email me. That's the best way to get a hold of me. So you can email me here in Canvas, or you mean through this email, or you can email me directly through Canvas. I get both of those emails through my my email program. I'll receive both of them. Okay. So again, contact me through email if you have any questions. I usually get back to you within 24 hours. And then need to purchase the software. It's important that you do have the software or have access to the software for you to be successful in the course. Okay. Let's see what else. So I think that's it for the brief introduction for the for the syllabus and the homepage here. Okay, so all announcements will be posted up here. And again, my email address and everything is right here. And the information how to access or purchase the software. Okay, so I'm looking forward to meeting everybody through Canvas for this course. Again, any questions you might have after viewing this video, don't hesitate to email me. And your first lecture video will be posted on August 18th, but I will be putting out announcements before that, just to, refresh everybody's mind that the course is starting, and anything else that I may think of between now and then. Okay, so I'm looking forward to meeting everybody. Have a good day, and I'll talk to you soon.